What's going guys, Zennosh here, and today in this video of Xross Chronicle, let's do a character review of Seiren. She is a very recently added unit in this Xross Chronicle, and let's talk about her, how good she really is. Should you really summon her up or not? Okay, so first of all guys, she's a yokai unit by default. You can pretty much cross-train her to make her a human type unit as well, but I would say she is better as a yokai unit. Okay, she's a control type, and her distance is range type, so she can actually attack from very far distance. She has a 50% of fusion by default. Okay, so whatever there is, attack is 9,575, which is really below the average. Max HP 25,794, which is pretty impressive actually. That's above average. Defense is 1,390. That's superb. That's superb, guys. That's a lot of defense. Whereas magical resistance is not really that high enough. So if she actually suffers from some sort of like magical damage, you can actually go down really fast. Okay, so that's the thing right out there, guys. Anyways, now let's move into the skill. Let's talk about her basic skill. It only attacks one enemy, so like meh, not really that super duper indeed, because like there's other units who can actually attack multiple units at a time. All right, so the next thing is gonna be her main skill number 1, which is an active skill. It deals a magic type of damage, and it is known as the Curse of Abyss. Okay, it mutates the enemy with the highest HP for 12 seconds. Wow, 12 seconds is a very like long period of duration. Okay, if you actually make her into a yokai type as well, still the 12 second will still remain. So this is the reason why she is actually going to perform really good as a yokai unit. Okay, just don't try to use her as a human unit. Just try to pair her up with a defending type of unit. Or any other unit that you have in the team. Okay, human units, and attacks the enemy with 16,874 attack if she is a human. All right, so there we go. Don't actually focus on the attack. It's about the mutation that actually happens like 12 seconds, and it has a very good cooldown of only like 28 seconds. Okay, so that's pretty good. That's pretty good indeed. You can pretty much use units like Barong with her if you really want to channel this first skill really fast. I mean, like if you can really mutate the opponents, especially in the PvP contents or arena contents, you can pretty much have a very good advantage against your opponent in the team right off the bat as soon as you enter the battlefield, right? So that's the possibility right out there, guys, which you can really like take advantage of, and especially with the units like Barong being around, which can pretty much make a faster cooldown of her first main skill. She might be able to spam this skill very frequently, and that will really make her very, very effective indeed. Okay, so that's the possibility right out there, guys. 12 seconds is really great enough, really great. Next one is going to be the Spear of BS, main skill number 2, and it's an active type skill. It also deals a magic type of damage and 32-second cooldown. Like, okay. Attacks 4 enemies in the front range with 51,475 attack for 5 seconds. Wow, that's pretty good nuke. And 4 enemies at a time. That's great. That's a very good AoE attack indeed. I like it. I like it. So there is a very good possibility for her to be used as a human unit as well. Okay. Next one is going to be the Tsunami, sub-skill number 1, passive. It's a magic type damage, has a 30-second of cooldown. All right, attacks 3 enemies in the front range with 35,106 attack and falls them. So she can fall up to like 3 enemies at a time, which is pretty awesome. Fall is always going to be great, especially for the arena content. If you can do it very frequently, that would be so amazing. Okay, really, really amazing in that. This will really help you a lot. All right. Next one is going to be the Song of Abyss, sub-skill number 2 and passive. Decreases the enemy's HP recovery effect by 50%. Guys, HP recovery is kind of very OP in the arena lately. It's meta, okay? Whereas for the PvE content, yes, there are certain stages where the opponents or like the bosses might actually utilize their HP recovery a lot. They just come back to life so fast. Okay, they keep on healing themselves up so much that they start to become a very irritating character, meaning like they cannot kill you and you cannot even kill them. Okay, and you are pretty much stuck in that battle, and it can actually overstretch your battle. Okay, and that can be very, very irritating indeed. And in order to counter that one, is going to be a very essential thing, especially in the PvP content or arena content. Right now, HP recovery effect, or let's say no heal effect dealing type of like character units are pretty much meta, like Momo. So having her in your team can actually really help you in having a very great advantage against your opponents, because your opponents will have reduced HP recovery effect, meaning like you will be able to swiftly get over them right off the bat, because like healing is pretty really great in the arena contents, okay? And decreases their defense by 864 for 10 seconds, which is really awesome. Being able to decrease the defense is always a great thing around when recovering their HP. So whenever they are going to recover their HP, like let's say Ringer puts some sort of like healing spell, or let's say Myongi and stuff like that, they are going to suffer that defense down. And during that time, you can pretty much make your opponent really, really squishy. So that's that, guys. Looking into her skills and everything right over there, she seems to be a very good unit. I would say that like she would definitely be able to place herself in the S tier. I would not say SS tier, because I really don't think that there's some sort of thing that goes OP with her, but still I have some hope with her first main skill. If it actually is working the way that I'm actually imagining, then she might even be placed in the SS tier, okay? This is gonna be so cool indeed. I mean, like being able to make an opponent really unable to do or perform anything at all for 12 seconds, Jesus Christ, that can really cripple up your opponent, especially in the arena, okay? So Curse of the Abyss has a really great potential in it that might actually place her in the SS tier. But for the for the current discussion, I would say like placing her in the S tier is gonna be really great. Very good unit, especially for the arena content, and has very great usability in the PvE contents as well. So pretty good, great unit, pretty great unit. I would say like it would be really good to pull her up, okay? But the thing is that like lately her banner is not really that good, because like the remaining 4-star net character units are not really that awesome, okay? So that's the problem right out there. If you get the Seiren, that would be really great, but getting another 2 units, I really don't think that they can actually make a very good significance in your inventory set, okay? So that's that, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button to keep on enjoying the contents of my channel. See you guys in the next video.